Hey everyone, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever you celebrate. I know it's not yet, but it's getting close. It's getting close. And of course, I'm here all alone as per usual. No, she says she's coming. So, yeah, I thought I'd wear my Santa Claus hat, even though my hair looks horrible today. And it's cold here in Canada. It's snowing buckets outside. I mean buckets. Buckets and buckets of snow. Not happy about the buckets of snow. So yeah, I'm just was diamond painting here. I'm working on my Train of Dreams by Randall Spangler from Diamond Art Club. It's a slow process because you know how much I love rounds. Yeah, so she should be here shortly. I don't know what's taking her so long. She's always fashionably late. Always fashionably late. Yeah, so what else? What can I talk about? Is everybody ready for Christmas? Is everybody having a good start of their holidays? Like, are you off now until after Christmas? Or do you still have to work Monday like me? I still got to work Monday, but then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I have to go back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm off for the New Year, which we're going to have a New Year's party. So look forward to that. If you're going to be home alone on New Year's and you want to come hang out with us, you can come hang out with us on New Year's Eve. We're going to bring in the new year. We're going to bring in the new year together. How about them apples? Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. So that's what we have planned. And don't forget, the premieres start Tuesday morning, and they run all the way through until the early morning of Boxing Day. I think, like, the next day, like the 27th, I think there's like three more hours in the morning, and then it cuts out. So yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting as well. There's nobody in chat, I don't think, because I don't see anybody. So yeah, if you're here and you want to talk, pop right in and say hello. But yeah. So what is everybody working on? I told you guys what I'm working on. And I got a really cute keychain at work the other day from the plant manager, and it says, "You may be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make." And it says, "Thank you." So I thought that was really cute because I've been running one of the lines. So I thought it was super cute that she gave me this. So yeah, got a nice little keychain, and she gave me a bookmarker too as well. So that was sweet. That was a sweet little gift that she gave me for the holidays. Not a sweet gift that I have to work Monday though, just for one day. Ugh, that's just horrible. Go in for one day and then I have to go back in on Friday when all the fun stuff is happening in the world. Hello, Tia.
Good morning.
You're not very festive. Did you not get the memo?
Nope,
You didn't.
you didn't give it to me.
Oh, you're supposed to.
Obviously, my computer is freezing up on me again.
What?
The funny part is, I was on the computer for probably about an hour. I was watching videos, so I'm not doing anything. And I think if I don't do anything, it just, it's old and it starts to freeze up on its own. So about a quarter till, I come to sit down so I can start getting in. I like to make
What the
faces
heck have you been up so early for?
because my aunt and my cousin, they're from the East Coast. And so it's 3 hours ahead. Like it's your time for them. And so if they usually get up at 6 or 7, then I got to be on guard starting at 3 or 4. They want things. They want coffee, you know.
Oh, you have to play hostess, do you?
I don't, yeah, but here's the problem that I have. It's for everything. Can you come here? You go in the room. Can you go get me some water? Why did you call me? You got a phone, I got a phone. You could text me and say, well, when you come this way, can you bring me some water? I got to get up. I got to hear you fuss. Like, because that was a quick text, right? Uh, she watched our show last night. I don't know if it was the last one or a couple before. She thinks we are hilarious. I said, yeah, we get that a lot. Why don't we go to, she said we, I'm just letting you know, I'm giving you a heads up. Why don't we go? Because she stay in Ohio, right? I think she about 4 hours from you. I'm gonna send her your way. Go on up there and take care of Lizzie and visit with her. Let me tell you how she comes. So she gets off the plane. She calls me. I hear her fussing all the way. I'm waiting at baggage claim, and I hear her fussing. And she like, oh Lord Jesus, I just need this. Get this bag. I see her bag, and I see a gentleman. He got his little boy, grabbed a bag. I'm trying to get to him. She didn't send a total stranger to go get it.
To get her bag? I don't see
I'm
anybody in
like,
chat.
sir,
Do you see people in chat? Because I don't see anybody in chat, but I know there's people here.
I see people.
In chat?
Uh-huh.
Well, where is everybody in my chat?
They might not be commenting.
No, they're not That's what I mean, Tia. Nobody's saying nothing.
Well, hello everybody. We give it they diamond painting. Don't you want them
Oh,
to diamond paint? So
Chantel,
everyone,
thank you for saying something. I'm like thinking my chat was broken.
I'm worried. Hi, Chantel. Listen, you can't have it every way. Now you want them to listen to us while they diamond paint. That's what they doing. It's so
I
bad.
know, but then I feel so lonely. I was like talking here without you. I'm like, Tia, hurry up, please, 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 because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I had brain fart.
Stop. I don't
I
know why
did.
my computer freezes up as much as it does, but
I was having a lot of brain farts. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think I talked about my painting twice because I
really?
didn't talk about. Yeah, I was having a little brain fart. Yeah, thank you
How
for.
do you
Yeah, my hat is cute, but Tia forgot the memo. I sent her a memo. This is how much she ignores my texts about
It's
that.
not that. You literally said, I'm not bothering you this week because you got family. Let me tell
Yeah,
you, after the gentleman, I went over, I'm like, sir, I think that's, and then I see her, he taking a bag to her. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So you the guy she was fussing at, he bust out laughing. She just met him on the plane and he became her servant. Anyway, she sits down and we're trying to help her get together. And you know what she says? I thought you lost weight. I said I did. And she said, it don't look like it. You still look fat to me.
I think my sister does this on purpose because she wants to be the star of our show.
Well, she is the star of our show.
I am live.
She probably gonna say, "I know that." So, what is everybody?
She's
Shake
gonna
your
get me
boot.
demonetized with her awful singing. Do
You are silly.
you hear her?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yvette, zip it. She's doing it on purpose. See? See how evil she is?
You so bad.
It's true. Okay, continue on your story. She's distracting me. See how she throws me off my game? Gotta be
I'm
on
sorry.
point here. I gotta be on point. And she's throwing me off with her awful singing.
What did you do, Yvette? Don't throw her off. She in a good mood. Where is Clement through all of this chaos?
Well, he was sleeping, and I said, "Get up! Do you see how much buckets of snow is there out there? You got a shovel."
I heard there's snow out there. Meanwhile, I'm here burning up hot. It was 68 yesterday.
I wish.
But we had dropped. We
I'm
had
wearing a
dropped it.
sweater. When have you seen me wear a sweater?
It's too hot for a sweater. I'm burning up hot.
When have you seen me wear sweat tops on here? Well, never, ever, ever.
Going back again. Now we definitely getting demonetized on that one. You guys already know. I told my aunt the other day we were listening to a song on the radio and it started getting all the poop, poop, poop. And she was like, "Oh Lord Jesus, let me turn from this." I'm like, we got two moods in here. We got the radio and we got Taylor Swift. Take your pick.
Why are you sideways?
Am I?
Well, you're the long way. Like you have your phone upward instead of sideways.
I do have my phone upward. I'm trying to still get logged in. It is like turning very slowly on the computer. Does it? I see it doesn't do anything. Like real, like, ooh, in my face. What? You getting all of this chia.
So I don't know if it's like this where you live, but I tell you, we went to the next, like the city. Like I live in a town, so we went to the city, which is London, and I tell you, the traffic is unreal at this time of the year.
I'm sorry.
You just want to pull your hair out. But I did figure out the best time to go to Costco is at 5 p.m. because there was nobody there because everybody's having dinner.
That might be true. I agree with that.
And I'm like, sweet. We didn't have to wait in line or nothing. I'm like, I said to Clown, we need to start coming to Costco at this hour every day.
Costco, keep the cost low. I used to go there for the kids. I used to like buy in bulk everything. Now I just want to go to Michael's. How many people have
What does
changed?
Michael's have to do with groceries?
Absolutely nothing. I mean, if I need a snack on something, Michael's got snacks in the front.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Michael is like one of my best.
I was watching a video. Okay, Michael's in Port Huron, across the border. Oh, there is no Michael's there, so never mind. Scrap that. But their Hobby Lobby there and their Joanne sucks. And I need to find a better town in Michigan that has better stuff. So somebody in Michigan hit me up with a town because I did not like anything that Port Huron had to offer me. Again. So maybe Grand Rapids. Do they have one?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to go.
We went to the Joann's in Grand Rapids. Yeah, they have a Joann's, a Michael's. I don't know about Hobby Lobby, but we went to both a few years ago. Me and Rebecca. We had We
Was the
left the
Michaels
Airbnb.
good? Did it have a lot of stuff? Because the Michaels in with their like again, there is no Michaels in Port Huron. I keep on saying the Michaels in Port. No, I'm thinking of the one in London, Ontario. Has crap too. Has no good stuff. And then the one by like closer to me, but we drove by when we were going to Helen's house the other day, the other Michaels, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should stop there and see if they actually have anything. But I didn't because I just get very disappointed with the selection
Mm-hmm.
when I go into those stores because I see all these videos of people and I'm like, I don't get anything like that. It makes me want to cry.
Oh, well, you can always come here and we can go shop together.
Then I'd have to bring it in my suitcase all the way back.
So here, oh, let me tell you, I've never seen this done, but my aunt was worried that her bag was going to be overweight. So she wore all of her items. She had 8 outfits on. She looked like the abominable snowman. She had eight
You're
outfits.
not joking. You're not.
No, I'm not joking. That's why I'm not laughing. And then needed help out of them. I was like, Tiara, go help your aunt get undressed.
No,
She,
that's a way to save money.
she had on 4 pairs of pants. Two of them, two of them were thick ass jeans. I'm like, how did that? What the? How did you get in this stuff? And then she had on like 6 shirts and a leather coat. I said, and then she had the nerve to say, "Whoo,
Well, it's
it's hot,
cold. It's cold over here.
not cold here. This is Vegas." And TR had to go in and help her get undressed. She said, Ma, you never gonna believe this. I said, I think I already. She kept saying, I don't think I'm gonna make weight.
Oh, now you're doubling.
That is because
Now we can't hear you. She thinks I know sign language or something. She thinks I know sign language. Now I see a fan.
I don't think you know.
You have to get rid of the other one.
I'm trying to do that now.
There. Jeez Louise. Trying to kill me here? Say something.
Say something, I'm get.
We are definitely not professionals. We never claim to be Robin's in the house. Robin's in the house. Yeah. So, Tia, remember how you said you're going to pull out your diamond paintings and figure out which one you're going to do? Have you done that?
Nope.
It's getting all excited for you.
No, there's no reason to. No need. I think Berta put it best yesterday in J Rob's show. Tia ain't working on nothing.
She said that. I
Mm.
left. I left. I didn't say goodbye. I left because I got pulled into my party night where I
What's
talked
your
to
name?
my girls,
You didn't have to go. You chose to go.
and
I,
then I got accused of cheating again.
woohoo.
Jeannie says I cheat because I use a multiplacer.
Oh, we talked about that last show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you do cheat. I cheat when I do diamond paint because I just think it takes less time.
So, are you gonna do one for Bling in the New Year?
That was the question. I'm gonna open a canvas. I'm going to work on it, but I mean, for me, you know, The completion is what you guys are looking for. I can't sign up for that. I
That's
have
not true
it is.
because you can work on it and you can explain what you already blamed, even if it's not completed.
I've done that, but that's not good enough. I worked on the canvas last year. I got like a fourth done, and it wasn't good enough.
Well, why don't you continue on that one or you don't like
See,
that one?
that's the thing. You're saying I should complete. The plucking is not good enough. So, but I can't even,
What are you talking about?
I'm not in it for the completions. I'm in, at this point, I'm just trying to be well, but I
But
got too much other
you
stuff
just
going. If
continue
diamond
on
painting,
working it and then it will
if diamond
make you
painting was
feel
my only, if it was my only craft and source of relaxation, I could see worrying about completing a canvas. I don't need to do that because that's not what I'm doing it for. I appreciate just the craft in and of itself, whether it's a completion, whether it's purchasing the canvas, whether it's looking at it and trying to come up with custom ideas for how I could make it my own. That's the craft in and of itself for me that I enjoy. And others enjoy the plucking part. No matter what, there's some people who will work on a canvas for others. My friend Melissa B. Craft with me, she used to say, if you want to, send me your diamond painting, I'll diamond paint it and send it back. She was in it for the enjoyment of actually, diamond painting, the plucking part. So, and you're in it for the completion. But I don't razz you because you don't want to move on, to the next exciting bit. I allow you to be you. You don't let me be me. Why is that? Let's unpack that.
I just feel that you feel so much better if you had a completion
I
and you
would.
would say,
You that's you.
wow, look what I just completed.
No,
And look how
that's you.
beautiful it looks. I'm in
I think it
love.
looks beautiful halfway done. I think it looks beautiful. That's what causes me to purchase it before I even get started. So I don't have a lot of completions. I haven't for
Okay, I give
over
up.
2 years now.
My New
So
Year's resolution is I give up to you.
I appreciate that. Can we get that into 2024 though?
I still got a week.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
got
no,
till midnight.
no, no, no,
And
no,
don't
no.
forget, we're having a party.
Are we?
You're not going anywhere, are you?
I don't plan to.
We're
But
having a party.
what are we doing? We drinking or
You can do whatever you want. Just come clothed. That's all I ask. Oh my gosh, what did I do to myself? Oh, there I am.
come clothed?
Yeah,
Do I ever come naked?
I don't know. I can't see your clothes right now. I don't know if you're naked or not.
I have on a tank dress. I wear a lot
Mhm.
of dresses. So it's hot though. It's extremely hot right
Well,
now.
do you want me to go outside and throw some snow at you? Make you feel better.
Nope. I don't want no snow. I'm not
Cause,
fond of snow at
cause,
all.
cause I can do that. So yeah, my New Year's resolution is I'm not gonna make tea anymore about her diamond painting habits.
Thank you.
But that's all her show. That would be half her content gone. Do you think I should, guys? Because that is my content.
You said that is half the show, huh? at least you are aware of it.
That's right.
um, that's not half our show. Obviously we play off each other really well, and my aunt was doing something and she was listening to us and she just was like, you guys are so funny. It was the episode where I kept jumping off camera and you were getting mad.
Oh yeah. That was the last show. At first I thought she was seriously mad at me. And I'm like, oh, I think I pushed it a little too far today. And
She said,
then he
"Don't
came
do it
back
like
and I'm like, oh thank goodness. She still loves me.
I don't get that. I don't get mad to that extent. Um, I think it
Well,
was Rebecca.
there's a lot of people that cause a lot of drama, and then there's a lot of drama in the community. And I just want to have fun with you guys, and I only meet you guys to be friends, and I don't want to cause any drama.
You are so fibbing. Hi, Cynthia. How are you this morning? Oh
He
my
says
God,
I'm fibbing.
you
Of
are.
course, of course,
You
I like
live
to
for the
hear other
drama.
people's drama. I just
You
don't want to
live
be a
for the
part of it.
drama. Lizzie lives for any morsel of drama.
No,
I
you
mean,
know what I like? I like to figure out what it is because, like, sometimes people drop hints and you're like, what are they talking about? Then you try to go through everybody's video to try to find something, and it's like,
she
damn, I
becomes,
can't find it. I'm
she
lost.
becomes an investigative
Yeah, I'm not a very good
reporter.
investigator. Even though I love true crime, I'm not very good at solving them.
Well, you are on the diamond painting front. She'll get the tea from one station. She'll go over and listen to you got to do the couple episodes prior to the tea. So she'll get caught up on the 2 or 3 episodes prior to the tea. And then she gonna go and she gonna give some watch time to any of the participants. And not to be undone, she will check chat because if in the chat people be giving clues. Here she go about to bring up yada yada. So she will check the chat too, guys. She's very thorough. I will
But
give her.
sometimes I go to get the tea, but I don't even have a clue what the heck they're talking about. And then and then remember last year I was on a rant about love is in the air or whatever.
Oh yes, don't even
I
do that.
I
Oh,
even got down to the other person. We figured that person out through all the investigation that I did.
not only does she figure it out, but then she has a loyal fan that she always has to run her report down to.
Comment on it, and then it caused more of a fuss.
And then there's me
Yeah,
in the
don't
background, the
comment,
true
guys. Don't
referee. And I'm always
comment.
like,
Don't
no,
comment.
Lizzie, don't say it. No, Lizzie, don't do it. No. Why are you so controversial?
Yeah, but I didn't mention their names, and then they go ahead and tag me in the damn video. I'm like, are you kidding me already? I didn't even mention your damn name.
uh, so if you need somebody in a white robe with a halo to sit on your shoulder, I eat me. Um, at least listen to the
I'd
thing.
probably be listening to the bad one with
She's
the
always
devil
listening to the
one.
bad one. She's always
Devil,
listening to the
devil
one in
wears
the red shoulder.
Prada.
So I try. I really try. But I have my work cut out for
No, but
me.
I don't like drama in my life.
That's not true. She right in the heart of it, y'all.
She's lying. I am not.
She right in the center. It's like she pluck herself there. Like she go and get I bet she got a controversy bag. And in the controversy bag, she come with her own plots. She got her own snacks because she gonna sit back. She got a cup waiting on you to fill it up with the tea. Um, um,
No.
Cynthia says, how was the graduation and festivities? Lord Jesus. Oh my
Did
gosh.
that happen already?
That was Wednesday.
Oh,
Really,
sure.
Lizzie? That's why she didn't get a congratulations from you?
Yeah, because I didn't
What an
know.
auntie. Look at the auntie. For when
I
Alyssa
did not
graduated. Oh, it's on it.
realize.
See? So
Well, you didn't send me any pictures. How am I supposed to know?
I'll send you some. We did take quite a few. Um,
Because you think I'm a mind reader now too? She says I'm a drama queen. Now I'm a mind reader as well.
I thought I sent you the pictures when of the stage when she was going across the stage.
No, it's probably to your sisters, not me. Okay, do we want to start drama now? I'll start drama. I'm not a sister.
They did get the pictures, but I thought I sent you.
Yeah, yeah, they got the pictures. They did.
Definitely, I'm sorry, baby.
Not me. Not me.
Did she just pop off? She did a Tia. It was extremely busy. So the way that UNLV does their graduations, they do like 7 colleges in the AM, and then they'll do like the remaining colleges in the PM. And they have to do it that way because every seat in Thomas and Mack Stadium was filled. It was that busy. Oh my goodness. It was a lot. It was a lot of walking. I felt bad for my aunt. She does have a cane. And so her mobility is impacted and things. And it was me and the kids and family, trying to, really kind of help her. But it was still a lot. I would suggest, maybe because she won't hear about renting a wheelchair. But that probably would have been extremely helpful, especially to us because we helping her and things like that. But the festivities were very nice. We had a baritone male singer. He came in and he sang the Star Spangled Banner. I thought he did a phenomenal job. They had a jazz band there. They had the Army Corps. They came in, Marines, and they did the bearing of the whatever that's called, the honor guard. I feel like I'm messing it up because I've never been a part of the military, so I don't want to be disrespectful. But it was a beautiful, presentation that they did. Obviously, the president comes out and speaks, and then they do the conferring of the degrees. Now, this is 2024, and it's been I've been out of school for well over close to 40 years. So I'm gonna be honest when I say, this, and people had dance routines. They was, you know, doing stuff when I'm in shock at what I saw. Like, this is a great, moment. I probably would have, nodded, maybe did a curtsy and kept going. But they had dance routines when their name came up and things. The crowd was like at a concert, ha 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 ha, family and things like that. When my daughter's name was called, it was very quiet. I was like, oh, and that was it. And people were looking at us like we were the weirdos. So after that, she had her first job interview like right after. She had to literally run from graduation. She still had her cap and gown. She had to run to her interview. So you guys, if you haven't heard, I've been talking about her career and stuff. She's going to be a teacher, and she had decided after she was done student teaching for the semester that she wanted to go from her dream had been elementary, but now she wants to do um, junior high. And so she got a call the day before the ceremony for a position that she could interview for at a junior high school. And so she was really excited about that, but she had to be there, I think, by noon. And the ceremony started well, we were there by 8:30, and they started uh, 9 o'clock with the bands and things like that. I think we were probably done by 10:40, and she had well, I think she had to be there by noon, so it wasn't a lot. Then she met up. We had lunch, went to the strip, walked around, let her show her stuff off, and then we all had dinner together at her favorite Korean restaurant. So it was quite a day. Oh, I had the wrong shoes on. So you guys know I love Crocs and things. And so I tried to be a normal girl that day with no butterflies, no crown, no Crocs.
It was the worst day. My feet were killing me. Oh my gosh. So all the next day, Thursday, I got like my hips, my thighs, my ankles, and my feet. Everything is sore from trying to walk in these. Now I used to love the shoes before I started wearing Crocs, but I've been wearing Crocs for over 2 years, and I don't think I'll ever be able to wear anything else. So that was the day. I'm broke. But I treated everybody so that we could all just be uniform. It becomes chaotic in a black family when the bill comes. Everybody got an excuse and everybody got to pee at the same time. So
That sounds
we
like me and
eliminated
Clem
all
at
of
the
that.
grocery store. When we get to the checkout line, he conveniently takes off and leaves me there. Like, oh, I guess I'm paying the bill.
So, well, we eliminated all of
But
that. We
then I
didn't have
get angry because I have to load all the groceries onto the thing by myself and pack them all by myself.
Mm. Good morning, Mary. So, yeah, other than that, it's been great. I was telling you guys earlier about how I have family here and stuff. She owned me. She saved up. It's been 4 years since I've seen her. And I believe she has saved up every retort um, so that she can give it all to me at once. My driving, she asked about butterfly. I'm like, listen here, we're gonna have a talk right now. Don't nobody get the keys to butterfly but me. So we can just shut all of that. Hey, can I go? Nope. That answer's gonna be a standing no. So shout out to my sister Honey Bunny. Um, I guess it was Butterfly's gifts this year. She got Butterfly some more bling, Lizzie. I can't wait to show this bling off. So Lizzie thinks that my truck looked like a drug mobile or drug dealer's mobile. What did you say it was? I think she thinks
I
it looked like
said you. I said it looks like a pimp mobile.
a pimp mobile. That's what she said, a pimp mobile. It is definitely blinged out,
That's her side job, guys, in Vegas. She's just not telling us all.
I'm a pimp.
Yeah,
I
she's
would
a
I
pimp.
would be broke here. Prostitution is legal, so there wouldn't be a need to be a pimp in Vegas.
Okay, you're their manager.
There we go. You mean I own the brothel is what she means.
Yeah, yeah. Out of her car.
I
She
I
goes and
did a
drops them
series
off.
a few years ago during the pandemic. My mother had made a comment on one of my shows about we had drove down the strip and it was empty. Like they had the construction cone pylons up at the entrances to a lot of the hotels and casino. And my mom made some sort of comment like she wondered how the hookers are faring, during the pandemic. So I gave her a project and I said, I want you to look it up. We called that segment How to Help the Hoes or something we were calling it. Um, anyway, we had to end the series. We were going to travel around. We are going to get video clips. It was a good idea. You know. However, what we discovered was that they were better off than most people. So because it's legal, they are either independent contractors or if they work at a brothel, they are employed. And when you lose your employment, you qualify for unemployment. And remember,
What the F?
remember during the pandemic, if you were on unemployment, you got the extra $600 bonus. So you got the max that you could receive weekly was 457. So when you add the 600 to that, that was $1,057 times four, because they get paid weekly. So they were cleaning up, making at least 4 grand a month on unemployment I'm probably
Well,
still under the table working. And the
I don't know
independent
anything like
contractors,
that because I live in a very Christian country. Well, we don't pay our hoes
they paid
unemployment.
independent. I mean, they paid employees. Now the independent contractors, those the ones for just to keep it understanding. Um, those are the ones that we would call streetwalkers, I guess. They independent contractors are self-employed business owners who qualified for what? That PPP loan. And obviously, at that point, as an independent contractor who has no contractors, you also qualified to be on welfare. So they were getting stamps, medical, free medical, and things of that nature. Plus, they had probably applied for the max. Not many people didn't apply for the max on the PPP and lived well. So that's why that series ended. It was great information, great, conversation, especially if you had tuned in, during that time, you know. But I was like, look here, they doing fine. Let's move our energy over to see how we can help some people that really have a need, because clearly they didn't have one. So I think that was the homework assignment. It was very informative, and
I
yeah,
had to work through the whole thing, so
I did too. I did too. And but when I heard about the ones that's in the brothel, oh my goodness, I was hurt. I was real hurt. I'm like, dang, they doing good. That's 4 grand a month. You know what I got to do for 4 grand? I mean, I'm killing myself. And so, I thought, wow, insight, insight. What do we do with it? Can we grow with it? Can we use it to
I'm
more,
pretty
better?
sure I'm pretty sure both governments cashed in on it during the next tax season.
There you go. Um,
They
I,
don't give stuff away. They make you think they're giving it to you, but there's always a hidden little gem in there.
I would agree. Good morning, Amy. So the next thing that I want to kind of go over, obviously, this time of the year, everyone's always talking about their New Year's resolution. Yay!
I already
I
told you
wonder,
what mine was.
we're going to hold her to that. We got an audience full of people. Just so you
You
guys are aware,
know, I never keep to any New Year's resolution.
that's not right. Then why would that be in a So Lizzie's resolution at the top of the hour was that she is going to stop writing me about not having completed any diamond paintings. And it's over 2 years now. October was 2 years. So it's over 2 years now. Okay. That was her resolution. We got it here, right here on our Morning Laughs show. And now you guys already heard before the new year even came along that she is already trying to back out of her resolution. So let's unpack that. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. We always, usually, there's something like, oh, I'm not going to buy another diamond painting until I, complete 2 or 5, or I'm only,
well,
buying,
damn, you wouldn't have been buying any.
huh?
If that was the case, you wouldn't buy any more diamond paintings.
Yeah, for me, I've never ever made a resolution surrounding my diamond paintings at all. I still buy. I'm still, you guys, I'm still diamond. That tells you how many diamond paintings I buy, unfortunately, a year. And I don't complete as many. I used to all the time. Every waking moment that I had available, I was diamond painting. I had a great setup. Maybe I missed the setup. It was easy to watch TV, the angle and pluck that I was at. Everything just worked for me the way I had it structured and the way I had set up. And it's different here. So that might be one reason, definitely not, with the space that I had and the way that I had it set up before. So I
Well,
definitely think
maybe
that
you should figure something out to get it back to that way.
I don't know if it'll go back. I'm just being honest with there's a difference in the area, and the comfort that I had before. The other thing is my mind is it's different, it's different. I still love diamond painting. I still love buying the canvases and the art, but there are other crafts that catch my attention. So cross stitch, if any you guys know that cross stitch was the passion before diamond painting. And so, I do still want to devote my time to cross. I have some great cross stitch patterns.
Well, let's just say that now you're just a clay person.
I do a lot of clay projects. I'm always trying to piece together colors, and I find myself because I'm
You know,
able to sit there and condition clay while I'm talking or while it's
it does get exhausting that I have to like diamond paint for the both of us. It does get very exhausting. Like I'm starting to get carpal tunnel.
she said it gets. um,
No,
Amy says her resolution is to not make any resolutions. No,
that's a good one. That's a
We're
good
gonna
one,
need
Amy.
Lizzie to continue with the one she already made. I just think she doesn't have to make any newer ones. um, I mean, I definitely think the ones that have to do with like health and working out and things, those are natural resolutions. Everybody, says, "Oh, I'm
Everybody
gonna do
always
better
says
next
they're
year."
going to lose weight. It's always a New Year's resolution. I'm going to try to lose weight. And everybody falls off the wagon on that one.
They do. My cousin, every January, it does not fail. He posts memes every week, and his memes are so horrible. Like, oh, now I got to share my gym. Then a week later, they still here. Third week of January. All right, here go the losers. They starting to thin out a bit. He gets into February. Morning, Gail. He'll get into February and like they still here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Then he'll post from like March and it'll be like finally, it'll be like three people in the gym. We finally got our gym back. So he do this every year. So I'm looking forward to those posts this year. How about
And
instead
smoking. A lot of people's like, I'm going to quit smoking. And then they never do it.
I think that I would like to see more resolutions where people are saying some things about what they're going to try. So, not I'm going to stop doing this, I'm going to get better at doing this. I'm not going, I want to hear the resolutions where someone says, I'm going to try and write a song. I'm going to try and write a
I know
poem.
what yours should be.
What?
I'm going to try to diamond paint for Lizzie this year.
Did I just walk into that, y'all?
Yeah,
um,
you did.
I just want. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you doing today? Um,
You did.
I feel like I just walked into that. I wasn't planning on walking into that. Um, I think Lizzie's the one that she already has is going to be apropos, and I think whenever she slipped off the wagon, all of us in here need to take an opportunity to tag her and remind her that what should we call it? We got to give it, some sort of title to it. She's clubbing or something like that. She's spades and she's spading out, or we got to give it a title so that she knows we're referring to, oh, you're breaking a resolution and you said you weren't going to. So we'll have to come up with a name for that. But her resolution, and I'm gonna hold her to it, was that she's not gonna razz me anymore about not having a diamond painting completion.
Then I told you that's half her content gone out the window. It wasn't a very wise decision on my part.
So I just got a notification earlier today. Love your hat, Lizzie. It's so cute. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you,
Clearly,
Gail.
Slipping Lizzie. That's it right there.
Slipping
So
Lizzie.
Chantel said we're gonna call it Slipping Lizzie. You get caught slipping, and we gonna all tag you and remind you, woman, what you doing? You're slipping. You said you wouldn't, and you are. So, good one. Slipping hashtag slipping Lizzie. Make sure y'all get that.
I
When she
think
get
Pickles
caught
likes it
slipping,
too.
when she get caught slipping. Diamond Art Club has 20 kits back in stock.
Ooh.
Out of
I
Control by
can't
Richard
buy.
Lorenz is in
I
there.
which one?
Out of Control by Richard Lorenz is in there.
I
I
don't know
think
if I
Honey Bunny
like
did
that
this one.
one. No, I don't like that one. I want to buy two of them. One of them is one, I forget the name of it, but the owl's got, I
I
don't
like
like
this
that.
one.
I don't like that.
I do. I like the colors. I think there's a lot of custom
Oh, that's what
potential
she's
there.
gonna buy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like bling potential.
That's what she's gonna buy to collect dust in the closet.
That's
Just,
right.
just
I
saying.
love.
Just
There
saying.
we go. That's an example of a hashtag slipping Lizzie. Just so you guys can be aware, okay? Now I already have this painting, but it is back in stock. It's gorgeous.
Oh, now that looks more like you.
Thank you. Um,
Not mine that I have. It doesn't look nothing like you.
I like
That
that
one
one.
looks more like you.
I still like it and still want my painting. Um, those are the only ones that I see that I probably would have
She
bought.
wants it because she's going to put it up in the background there and say, look what I did. Like
That's
she did
right.
with Rhonda's painting. And
Rhonda
I
told me to do
knew
that.
you're fibbing right away.
That was part of the card that when she gave me the gift. Rhonda was like, "Now you don't even have to say it was a gift for me." She said, "I want you to hang this up, and I want anytime she say anything about a completion, here's your completion. It's your painting and it's completed."
See how everybody does me? See?
And I said, "Oh." Then I got another one at the Texas retreat, and I was like, "Oh, it's a thing now. It's a thing. Everybody gonna give me completions to share with Liz." So technically, I have 3 completions for 2024. Now I didn't pluck in the last, or the first diamond, but they were completed for me, and so I thank you. Love the gifts. So, um,
This painting is so
see, that's the point that I reach.
messing with
I'm
my
not
head.
allowed to reach that point. I get to that point. It's usually halfway through.
You know
But
what
my
it
last,
is? It's because it's not a square.
so you've fallen in love with squares.
Yeah.
You've come over to the square side.
I've always been on the square side. But what really bugs me is for Splish Splash Spring Bash, I have decided, because I'm the only one that diamond paints in this 2-0 here, I decided I'm going to do that Dreamer's Designs of Mother's Love for Splish Splash Spring Bash. But I don't have anything for Love is in the Air. She froze. And not a very good picture, I might add. Tia froze. She froze. She froze. See, I started talking about our event and then she freezes up. She froze up. That's not a very good look either. Sorry, Tia, I have to say. It froze on not a very flattering pose. So, yeah. I'm going to do that one for Splish Splash Spring Bash because you guys know we were talking about it on the show and she's gone now. We were talking about it on the show and I said I really wanted to buy that painting, and I hummed and hawed on Black Friday. I think it's just so funny. Everybody like posts, oh, what I got for Black Friday, and they have like 10,000 boxes, and me is just 2 diamond paintings and a tray and a pen. So yeah, that was funny. Well, at least I thought so. Oh, here she comes. She's coming back. She's coming back to the show. Her no, she's not coming back to the show. Where are you, Tia? It's either her internet or it's her device. I don't know why she doesn't use her iPad. I know she has one. She already read that one. It's Splish Splash in April. Is Splish Splash in April? I think so. I think that's when Tia. January, February, March. Yeah, I think it's April. April 1st. April 1st is Splish Splash. Oh, she says yes, is in April under my name, and which that wasn't me. That was Tia. But like, she's not here. Tia, I can't be funny without you. I need my Tia. I do. Oh, I have one of these. Do you guys know what this is? It's a vacuum. Suck up some girls, and it's a ladybug. A ladybug. A ladybug. What else can I show you? Oh, I got this with the pen that I got for Black Friday, and it's a kitty cat. It's so I can remember Marlo. Isn't it cute? I love it. And this is moss agate. I was right. And then Janae told me what the other one was, and now I forget the name of the cloud. I forget the name of it. But yeah, super, super cute. Love it. Love my new pen I got from them. Love, love, love. And I got this one as well. And this one I forgot. She told me a long time ago she was going to give me this pen because there was a flaw in it. And she asked me if I wanted it anyway. And I said, yeah, I'll take it anyway. And you know what? I can't even tell where the flaw happened. Oh, maybe it was right there. I don't know, but she fixed it pretty good because I can't even tell that there was a flaw. So
that's always nice.
Now I remember she just needed a reason to send it to me, and because I ordered this, that's when she sent me this pen that she promised me a long time ago. So I just want to clear that up because, you know, it's not, she just wanted to give it to me because it was defunctionable, but she made it functionable. You know, it's very hard to entertain without you. What?
Did you just make up another word? Like you made up 2-0 and that kicked me out. And now, did you say defunctionable?
I don't know. I don't remember what I said. I can't think about what I said before when I say things out of my noggin.
Defunctionable.
Anyways, I was saying something and then you cut out and I'm like, oh my God, does she purposely cut out, or is this because her internet went? But the facial, you're like this.
Wait, what?
That's what your face looked like when it stopped working. I'm like, it's not very flattering to you.
I wish I could help that, obviously.
Why don't you go on your iPad? Like, I know you have an iPad.
I do.
So why aren't you using your iPad anymore?
The iPad right there.
Yeah. Why aren't you using it for your lives?
Huh?
You wouldn't freeze as much and stuff. Like, why do you have to use the computer? You're acting like a Liz. You're pulling a Lizzie right now.
I'm
It
acting
only
like
took
Lizzie.
me a year to figure out I shouldn't use this darn computer anymore. Just
Probably
saying.
convenience.
I'm just saying. I'm on my iPad right now.
Like I have such an old camera. Like
I
I
don't know
look
what I'm
cute.
gonna do after this month of StreamYard because obviously I don't want to pay $60, but like I can't live without the functions. I just can't. Like that couple of shows we did where I was backstage, that was killing me, man. That was killing me. Honestly. I need to be in control, and I'm not in control that way.
You don't like being
So,
backstage?
no, no.
So,
You don't put Lizzie in a corner. No,
oh my
you don't.
gosh. So, I want to real quickly, obviously, we're heading into 2025
I like how
now.
she ignores me. You ignore me all the time.
2025, um, there's just, let's see, don't do that. There's a couple of things that I want to see, where everybody is heading. So 2025 for Crafting and Crime Daily. She had been talking since 2023 about 2025 being the year of Christmas. So she's going to try to complete as many Christmas canvases as possible. I do know that Rochelle and I have decided to join in at least one of those canvases and things. But I did start to purchase quite a few Christmas canvases, mainly
That is funny. Did you just hear
mainly
what you
because
said?
what?
That you're gonna try to join in and do one of the canvases for the Christmas?
Do one of mine. I don't mean complete. I mean work on complete. If I have a completion in the future, it's just that a completion. I stayed with it and continue to want to work on it. If I don't, I'm okay with that. Lizzie's the only one that is not okay with it. At this point, if no one knows, I had a TIA a few weeks ago, and my blood pressure went really high. I had suffered some migraines prior to that, and then they transported me from urgent care. They wanted me to go to a hospital. So I was in the hospital. Obviously they want to check everything at that point, just make sure there was nothing else. And I'm currently off from work on short term and I'm healing. So I say all of this to say, diamond painting has always been an amazing way to work on stress, burnout, and things like that. But there are other crafts that, you can also do that offer just as much comfort and healing and, just mental health clarity. And that obviously is something that they're treating, the migraines were a result of just some stress. You guys all know, I always share with you that I have been under a lot of stress at work. They were letting people go, and obviously that caused us to fight and battle to try and keep our positions. On top of that, we had to take on the work of people who weren't no longer there and weren't going to be there. And when people saw the writing on the wall and they got scared, they started jumping ship. So they were, leaving. And that's more work. So we had people who were, leaving willingly because they were scared they were going to get let go. Then there were people getting let go. And then there was our regular workload, and I also had to renew licensing. And so we go back into court reporting or risk management. I said court reporting. We go back into insurance school or risk management to renew and get our continuing education. And that's a lot of studying outside of a 12-hour workday plus weekends. So there was a lot on me. I say that just because I want to impress upon you a lot was on me, and I did not realize how it was impacting me. With that said, I don't need to worry and stress over something else like, oh, let me get it complete because Lizzie's gonna harass me. I just need something
Oh,
that
so
just
you're
takes my
telling
mind.
me that I'm causing this?
Not you. I definitely don't. But you know, I don't let it affect me. But what I'm saying is that I don't want to lose the desire to want to do it either. You know, just because I'm not doing a complete. I do it because I enjoy, like I told you guys, just the craft in and of itself. Uh,
You're a serial starter.
I can be that also. I don't have. That's not an insult to me. It's only an insult to you. So, so I'm okay with it. But obviously, you know, while I'm off, that is definitely what the doctors are prescribing. Just something that can bring me mental clarity, peace, you know. And it may not just be diamond painting. You know, again, I'm a cross stitcher and I'm also a clayist. You know, I don't have any problem starting a new craft either, which is what I wanted to, you know, take into 2025 as we were talking about resolutions. And I said I wanted to hear people talk a little bit more about what they would like to do, not what they're going to stop doing. I'm going to stop eating cake. I'm going to stop eating cookies. You know, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to stop being fat. Clearly, you know, those are the regular resolutions that we hear people, you know, posing. I want to know if you could put it to a resolution, what is something that you would like to try for 2025? Doesn't have to be craft related. I just would like to know, you know, what's something you would like to try and that you could see yourself trying to put some effort in, maybe let's say at least through the end of March. What is something? You too, Lizzie. I would like to hear you really finalize this resolution.
I don't know what I can do when I'm so perfect at everything.
Y'all heard it here first. You heard it here first. Lizzie is perfect at everything.
That's what Clem says. No, I'm just joking. He does not. He does not say that.
Nope, I know he don't say that because he don't think the mashed potatoes taste the way they used to.
So
Thank you,
yesterday he bugged and
Timmy.
bugged me. Oh, I want to hear something. Yesterday he bugged and bugged me. We went to the store, went grocery shopping, and then we bought a roast that was on sale. Not the nicest roast, anyways. That's probably why they're on sale. But anyways, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go home. We're gonna put it in the slow cooker, and then we're gonna go to London and deliver 2 turkeys, and we're gonna do this and that, and then we're gonna go to Costco." And I'm thinking, well, when the heck am I gonna peel the potatoes and finish dinner? So then while we were at Costco, he comes walking up to me with a thing of potato salad. He's like, well, because it was late already. It was like going on 6 o'clock by the time we left Costco. He's like, well, we'll just have roast and potato salad for dinner.
There you go.
And
He
I'm
was
like,
effective and innovative. He came up with a solution and resolved an issue on the spot.
okay,
There we
whatever,
go.
whatever.
Lizzie doesn't like when I do that. She said, "Why you always bailing him out?" That's a great bailout,
Yeah.
though. He came up with a. She was gonna razz him, guys, about not having time to do the potatoes while she was doing the potatoes. I guarantee you, they would have went in. Everything would have been fine. It would have come off without a hitch. But she would have razzed him the whole time. He took care of that because he started. He was forward thinking, right? Took care of that. Now all we got to do is go home. The roast should be done because it's been slow cooking, and we got something to go with it aside. He took the wind
Yes.
out of her sail. That's the other term for it. I bet you she
Yep.
razzed him about that. What did you say to him when you got home? Do share.
Oh, and then he proceeds to tell me that he doesn't want his potato salad with his meat on the same plate. Like he's trying to tell me of how to dish out his food for him when I get home. And I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have fun doing that yourself, aren't you? But no, Liz did it for him because that's the kind of girl I am.
Look at you.
I did
So
it.
that's a really good suggestion. Gail said that she is going to work from her stash next year. Money's been tight. She went from two incomes down to one. So that's a good point. When is it ideal? Definitely that's a time. A lot of people ask about, my stash. Half of my stash, well, over 100 of the paintings are
You know what
from.
yours should be? Not to buy one single diamond painting in
That'll never happen.
2025.
That'll never happen. I, it just won't
Every
happen.
diamond painting you buy in 2025 has to come to Lizzie's World of Gems.
That'll never happen either. So why I buy at
I
this
try,
point
guys. I
is
tried. I
because
tried to get us more content, but Tia doesn't want to support my channel by giving me more content.
that's not good content. What's great content is that I actually receive the painting, not just show you the box, but open it. That would probably be ideal. But I don't open mine. I have opened a lot of them.
Because she doesn't open them because then the boxes will get too dusty. So that's
The
why she
boxes
keeps the
are already
plastic
dusty.
on. She keeps the plastic on to protect the box so that it doesn't get too dusty in her closet because it's probably got like this inch of dust on them because they just sit there and they're like, hi, yep, she didn't pick me again today. And the other one's going, no, she didn't pick me today either. I guess we gotta sit on this shelf for another month.
They're probably gonna be there a while. um, well, again, you guys have all heard me say I don't buy for the joy of the completion. I buy because I appreciate the art piece, and I call my collection a gallery, an art gallery, and they are easy to dust with the plastic. They are very easy to dust with the plastic on. Thank you, Gail. Thank you very much. So just to kind of break my stash down, because a lot of people think I have 453 Diamond Art Clubs sitting in the closet. I don't. I have over 100 that I purchased from what was it called overseas? Is it Alibaba?
AliExpress.
AliExpress. AliExpress. Okay. My favorite stores and on AliExpress was Mayan, Evermoment, and Huacan. Okay. So I have over 100 and I keep those in a portfolio. Those were before, we went large. So the largest size is probably 60 by 80 or something like that for those. Okay. So that's over 100. I lost track, but I think it's like 131, something like that. I have probably 20 Treasure Studio Arts, probably the same amount for Craftably. Okay. I have maybe 10 to 15 that were diamond dots. Um, and I'm quite sure, um, I'm close to like 150 ish, 170 for Diamond Art Club. And the rest are Dreamer Designs. Okay. So that's the stash in and of itself, breaking that down for you guys. I don't a lot of people when they hear my number, they all think I'm just sitting around with Diamond Art Clubs. So I just wanted to break that number down. Of the Diamond Art Clubs, let's say there's one, it's probably close to
Oh,
one.
but I only have like 150 Diamond Art Club. Like,
It's
hold
probably
up.
close to like 170. And I'm going to tell you why I believe it's close to
Oh,
170.
only 170 to my 3.
Because in 2021 or 2022, can't remember, I took the afternoon one time to open up. I think I opened 70, 60 or 70 Diamond Art Clubs. And I know currently that I still have close to 100 in boxes. Um, I don't undo unboxings. And because I don't do unboxings, there's no reason to unbox it until I get to it. So that's the reason why there's no special, oh, she's building a great collection. It's just there's no reason to open it. I haven't started them yet. I used to open them and look at them. I used to get them out like a coloring book and crayons. If you guys are been here a while, you probably heard of this show called Picture Pages. Picture pages, picture pages. Time to get your crayons and your pencils. So we used to get everything. We ordered the picture page in advance and it comes in. And now we're going to do the picture page along with the TV show. So literally, that's what I
What
used
the
to do.
heck show is this? You
It's
must
it's
be
it's an
old.
older show from the 70s. So I literally used to I used to get the diamond paintings. And when a YouTuber was doing their unboxing, I would have like my picture page. I got and I'm going through everything. I'm looking, and it was my mother when she came to stay with me. Wasn't that? Yeah, that was a part of Captain Kangaroo, Mary. It came on halfway through the show. Was one of their segments. Um, and so my mother said something like, "That's what all y'all do? Y'all buy the same painting, and then all of y'all take turns unboxing it and showing it on TV." I was being stupid, right? And I said something like, "Ooh, when I get mine, I'm gonna unbox it. I'm not gonna call it diamond that. I'm gonna call it like honey burnt orange or something like." We all name the colors that we think it looks like and things like that. That's gonna be, marigold and golden, golden marigold or something like. And my mother was like, "I can't believe you. So you gonna get the same painting and you gonna go online and you gonna get, and now you gonna switch up the name of the diamond. That's what you're doing different." Um, and I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Yeah, I mean, I was cracking up laughing. I'm like, ooh, I
Listen,
do.
listen, Linda. But some people like different people's opinion on the
I
opening of
understand.
the same
I do get
canvas.
that.
So
We
your mother is
we get that.
wrong. I am sorry, Mom, but you're wrong.
We get that, but my mother didn't get it. And it resonated. And I'm like, okay, so unboxings are out for me. I had only tried one or two of them at that point anyway. But yeah, unboxings are out for me because how I'm gonna make mine different, special, and unique. When I already watched somebody else, like it was always a race because we're trying to get them first so we can get it recorded and get it up. So I didn't do any unboxings and I left them in their boxes and in their containers and things. But I will purchase and I stopped buying for the cuteness factor and I buy for the must have. Like I did a show on one of Chuck Pinson's canvases and it sold out. It sold out before I could get mine. And I was hurt. And I went on and I just kept thinking about it. And before the end of that show, I was crying. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I wish I had got. And I never wanted to feel like that again. Like if that canvas does not come back like the princesses, how would I feel about that? And if it would make me upset and if it would make me mad and sad every time I thought about it, then that's a must have. And I must have it. So that's the concept behind why you still see me purchasing. Tammy says my goal for 2025 is to try to complete and finish my huge 180 by 60 diamond painting and either a J wall or a crepe cross stitch conversion. I do want to finish my cross stitch conversion. That's a lot of that takes my mind out of a lot of stuff. I do like that. And I have three 180 by 60s. I bought
Clem
from
thinks it's silly.
huh?
Clem thinks it's silly
What silly?
to try to do a cross stitch conversion.
Well, I don't think necessarily that it's silly. If I think
I think that I know I could probably do it, but I could not do a whip and chat doing it because I can't.
You do have to focus.
I got
That's what makes
I
it so
gotta
different. It's
concentrate.
yep, it's an extreme focus. But I think that that's what I need. Obviously, my mind is running a mile a minute, and I had a ton of stuff that was going through it, especially from work and things like that. So trying to focus on anything, you know, I need something that completely takes my mind out of the realm and only garners my focus, and that is cross stitch conversion, because you're looking at your pattern, and each block has to be spoken for. You don't have anything already there, you're actually creating it. And so I really did enjoy my time. I still have it right here also. I keep it on my side, but again, I don't have my setup like before. My setup requires me to remove anything that I'm currently working on here at my station, to move over to the next project and stuff. And so if
So
I'm working,
let's talk about TV shows. I'm done talking about diamond paintings.
did she just do that? Did she just stop me in the middle? Did y'all see this harassment that I go through? It's a diamond
Listen,
painting show, by the way.
listen,
It's a
listen,
diamond painting show, by the way. just, just so you're aware.
listen. Netflix, have you seen the new series that came out?
What new series?
Well, it's not a new series. The new season came out.
Of what?
Virgin River.
Thank you, Gail. I think we gotta all be on the same page and be watching the show. Like we excited for you.
You
But
haven't watched that show?
Virgin River,
Yeah.
no. Is it a bunch of virgins that live by the river? Like, give me the premise.
No. You gotta watch it.
Amy watches it, and she says she
Oh
loves.
my god, this last season I started Thursday night when I got home from work. Stopped it Friday morning, continued on. I was like ugly crying, man. Ugly crying at the end of this series. Well,
Is
this
it sad?
season.
So I probably wouldn't watch. I don't like to watch anything sad.
Listen,
Listen, I
listen.
don't like to cry.
I got homework for you. It's a good show. You will love it.
If people die, I don't want to watch it. If people
Who
break
said
up,
anybody died?
you said you were crying.
Happy cries, wedding cries, happy,
Okay. Because
happiness,
I want to say
love.
if people die and people break up, I don't want to watch it. Now, you already be sending me your tingle shows. Any show that tingle her kneecaps, she tell
See,
me about that.
other people, no, man. Liz watches good TV shows, man. That would not steer you guys wrong.
My sister told me yesterday that the new season came out. I love that show. Amy says Virgin River is the name of the town where they live. Tia, it will warm your heart. Oh, okay.
I'm
Only
telling you,
because
you
Amy
gotta
watches
love it.
it.
You gotta watch it. It's like one of my favorite Netflix series.
Well, I will tune in. Amy, sometimes Lizzie send me stuff where I'm like, how they get that on the screen? How did that pass? Lizzie like a little sexual enticement. So I I gotta be careful of the things she suggests.
No, it's not like Bridgerton.
She love them sex scenes, boy. Um,
There is
so it's
some
good, clean, and wholesome.
there is some love making happening, but it's like more PG.
Look at you looking all disappointed. I'm so sorry.
And it's like older couple, like, maybe younger than us a little bit, but not by too much.
Thank you for that. I believe it's based on a book series. Totally not Bridgerton. There we
No.
go. Now, I have watched Bridgerton. I do appreciate the king and in that one the most. I do think, that's more my pace and stuff. And it looks like, I don't know, season 3, I felt like they were trying to push the factor and stuff, trying to get it back to where it was at from
So
season
this
1.
one's about a nurse practitioner that comes to this town and works with a doctor that's been there like for years and years. And at first, he doesn't really take fond of her because he thinks she's taking his work away from him.
Okay.
And then she meets this guy that owns a bar, and then a love story kind of happens. But then there's other characters in it that goes on about their lives too, so it's not just only about them.
Okay. How many episodes?
There's like 3 seasons. You got a
Oh,
lot of watching.
okay. We'll try. I found the book series is by Robin Carr. Okay. Um, some of the stuff that I've been watching is 6 seasons. Holy heck, that's a lot of seasons.
What's 6 seasons?
That's what the Virgin River is. Mary says, I like Virgin River. It took me several episodes to get into it. See, that's how I find that I would be, Mary. So I'm cautious when that happens. I think the 6th season is the one, okay, that just came out. Okay. So there we go.
What? There ain't that many. You guys shooting me already?
Listen, Linda, that's not the only show. What else are people watching? What and
Well,
let's talk about this.
I'm running out of shows. Honestly, I've seen all the good ones.
Let's talk about this. This shocked me. So you guys know I'm off from work, right? And I'm making it a point every day. My goals, not my goals, but I'm being told that the first goal is to get up and get out of the bed. The second goal is to make the bed, get dressed, and go somewhere for at least 2 hours. Okay. Obviously, when you come back, that's where, if you don't have anything to do, usually if you're a workaholic and you work, your goal is to get in the bed. So I'm trying not to do that. I turned on TV this week. I'm trying to watch TV. And what is shocking to me is there's only 2 soap operas that still come on. That's crazy. There
Well,
are no
you could come
such
to
shows in life.
Canada and sit on the couch with Yvette and watch your boyfriend on TV because she seems to love to like that channel all the time.
Watching Parliament.
Drives me bonkers.
come to Canada to watch Parliament. Okay.
I'm like, turn that crap down.
So
And she
there's
cranks
no
it to like 100 decibels, and the TV's like right by my craft room. I'm
there's
like, turn that stuff down. I don't care what bill they want to pass.
I've seen the previews. That show looks really good, Tammy. And that is on, I believe,
Oh, I
Prime
watched
Video.
it.
Prime
So
Video.
good. So good.
Cross.
Yes.
And I think that's
it.
on Prime
So
Video,
good.
right?
Yes, it was so good.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the next season.
So it was good. Okay, the previews look good. There we go, guys. Yeah, it's a detective show. Okay, so the previews do look good. There's another movie. Oh, let me finish the thought real quick because I'm in shock right now. There is nothing. So I used to be a stay-at-home mom. I was a stay-at-home mom for the first 7 or 8 years of my marriage. Obviously, I was there with the kids and things, and we do a lot around the house, but we did a lot of TV watching. There were soap operas to watch. Obviously, we watch those every day. There are only 2 soap operas now. There were judge shows. You watch the judge shows until the soap operas came on. That also gave you a timing on things. Oh, this is going to be a 6-minute, commercial break. Let me go get lunch ready. Let me go take out, dinner and things like that. Oh, let me go, So that's no longer in existence. We can't see. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us. We know it's going to be either that or you need to puff.
Don't tell everybody my secrets.
Like they don't know.
No.
You just put up a sign.
I was mad. That's why I was going off.
So there's no more judge shows unless your channels are, ordering repeats, reruns. There's no more judge shows. There's only 2 soap operas. And now all of the daytime talk shows. What's going on? Let's talk about, like, what do people watch if you are retired or if you're a stay-at-home mom? Because I feel like the face of television is completely, different. Is it the binge watching? Is that what people are occupying their time with, to the extent that, they're not tuning into those daily shows? Is there anything that you guys have heard that has caused this? Because I'm like completely shocked. The only thing that I still recognize is Kelly, and I think her husband is now hosting with her. She's been on for quite a while. And The Price is Right. There we go. Amy just said it. The Price is Right is about the only show you could count on these days. There you go. Fire Country. I love Fire Country. That is a show that I watch. Yes, it is on Paramount, but I actually record it and watch it. So, but that's a nighttime show, So I'm just going, hands down, CBS. They the only ones that care about really what we watch. We watch YouTube. Well, we thank you. That's got to be it. I actually don't watch TV during the day. I watch court cases on YouTube. So that's it. Like Amy, and Kathleen, we are all, I guess, transcending what we watch. We don't have to be fed, I guess. We're able to now have our own choices, and we can seek out the programming. And that's the only thing that I can think that, is taking over, daytime, because I'm like, what? There's no, what? There is some sort of new soap opera that's coming, and it looks like it's coming on in February. I mean, it looks like they're gonna bring all the drama and things that they can, but obviously that's to get people in, and watch it. So it's gonna start off probably with all kinds. But I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can get it back to. You guys remember the show Dynasty, where the two ladies, Alexis and Crystal, they was fighting over the man. Um, and they literally would fight, like literally fight. Boom, boom, boom. Hair pulling, dragging each other into the pool type. I want to see shows that go back to those times. I thought that was exciting. I remember I used to sit there and I'd be munching on my chips. Woo! That's back when I crocheted also. So I don't get Paramount. Paramount you can get is a channel through Prime Video, and it has all of the CBS shows. So if you don't have local TV, then like a lot of people doing apps and things like that, you can get Paramount Plus through your Prime Video subscription.
Okay, Tia.
Yes. Did you get anything from me?
I was told I have to get off.
Why? I actually don't. You didn't say why.
Oh, because Clem says that I've been on long enough. An hour and a half is plenty.
There we go. But the show is 2 hours. You have 26 minutes.
Well, I
Remember
gotta get stuff done because I'm making turkey tomorrow.
Why are you making it tomorrow?
Because my kids have lives and they don't want to spend Christmas Day with me.
So you're going to just make a holiday up like you always do?
Yeah. And tomorrow is Christmas at this house.
Remember back in the 70s and 80s, we could watch game shows during the day, like all day long. I do remember that. I remember Lizzie's leaving, guys.
I gotta go shopping. Last minute Christmas shopping.
So are you still plucking? You didn't show your progress? I know you talked about your painting at the top of the hour before I got in.
I ain't pulling it up for you.
Okay, well, see,
It's too long.
you just
All I
don't
have
have.
to say is Berta's kicking my ass.
She's ahead of you. That's
Way
why
ahead.
I don't. That's why I don't do that
She's
racing.
probably done.
No, in Berta she is. She's supposed to call me today, but I hope she win. Bye. Remember back in the 70s and 80s, we could watch game shows all. So you remember like Press Your Luck, Password. Oh my goodness, I love that show, Password. Remember the Chuck Woolery? Chuck Woolery had the dating show. I love that show also. So, yep, definitely remember. And I'm sitting here like, what is going on? What do I do, you know, during the day? Um, Part of the question that when I asked you guys about your New Year's resolution, instead of making it something that you're not going to do anymore, I don't want you guys to think I'm naked. Lizzie said I be looking naked. I do have on a tank dress. My dress goes all the way to my ankles. Anyone who's ever met me in person knows I'm always pretty much got on something all the way to my ankles. I don't wear shorts. I very rarely wear like short skirts and things. But it is hot, so I have on a tank dress today with no t-shirt. Sometimes I'll wear a t-shirt under them. But she said I'm sitting up here looking naked. I don't want to look naked, so I'm giving you guys that. Let's see. I used to love Chuck Woolery's show. I enjoyed that a lot. Those were back during my crochet years. I could put my feet up and just watch and laugh and things like that. What are we? Yes, Blake Carrington. You went there with the name. So there is obviously a renewal of what is it, Falcon Crest? Is it Falcon Crest that they renewed? One of them, Dynasty or Falcon Crest, and that series is on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's so weird because some of the families, they've made them African American characters and stuff, and so you're trying to remember the 80s version where there weren't an African American character and compare it. So I think they're doing a good job with that series. It's just weird and it's just different because they're using the same names. They have a lot of the same plot lines and things as well. So that's what makes it weird when, they swap out a character like that. Are you guys watching any series where it's been a renewal and you're noticing something like that? I get Paramount free with my Walmart. I got Walmart Plus, but I got it at a time where it didn't come with any bonuses and stuff. Trying not to check into how I can get. I know Lizzie left StreamYard in a fit, and then she got an opportunity to come back. I think she thought it was going to be forever, but it's a limited amount of time where she's getting 50% off. But again, you have to be disloyal. You have to leave and return to get the good items and stuff. So we'll have to pay for it. Yeah. So let's see, kind of moving over from the everyone saying bye to Lizzie. Oh, sale of the century. I love that. My mom watches the game show channel all day long. I do watch the game show channel, Hepworth. There you go. So I do watch the game show channel from time to time. They have a lot of new games on there. So if you're someone who enjoys watching, the game shows and things like that and competing and stuff, that is definitely a channel that you'll want to have. I like a variety, but I did love all of the judge shows. I could go from Judy to Million to Mathis to Brown, the Cutlers. I could watch the judge shows back to back to back to back. Um, Now, when I started off in school, I was pre-law and I was going into law school. And then I dropped out of law school and started working. I was working at the courthouse at the time. And the richest people starting out, the ones that make the best money were court reporters. So when I went back to school, I went back to school as a court reporter and things. Now, you as a lawyer, you do go on to start to make the big bucks, and lawyers then can go on to become judges. Okay. So not to be understated and things, but starting Court reporting is where it's at. The unfortunate part is they come in on contract and they stay pretty much where they are. So they may come in on an official ship at 90 grand and they'll stay around 90 grand, and things like that. But it still was a good switch. Bel Air, that's a good show. I've watched that. Let's see. Does anybody watch? She's a weirdo. She comes on at night. She's a what is her name? She comes on and she's almost like a crime scene investigator and stuff, but she's actually there as like an efficiency expert to make sure that the who what is her name? It is crazy. It's a crazy name. But she's there to kind of watch over the police force and things and make sure that the police are doing their job the way that they're supposed to. And a lot of times, she ends up helping solve the crime and things. Ellsworth, that's it. Elizabeth, something. Ellsworth. Do you got Elsbeth? There we go. Elsbeth. Do you guys watch that? Oh my gosh, I love that show. She is so like quirky and it just works, She's in your face quirky and she'll ask questions. Nobody, it reminds me of Monk. If you guys, I used to love that show too. But Monk had OCD, so he found himself usually in a germ-filled environment where he has to, look at everything in a different way to come up with, how the crime occurred. And Elspeth is pretty much the same. She's not a germaphobe or anything. She's just extremely quirky and she sees information differently than like the traditional police and things like that. I've started it, but my boyfriend doesn't like it. So I have to watch when he's not home. I love it. I really do love it. And I'm going to say that I probably started to really appreciate by like episode 3 or 4 from the first season. The second season, I binge watched like the first 5 episodes. I love them. She's she's just really good. I do like it. Has anybody watched the new Matlock? So the girl from Misery, the one that took the guy's legs off, with the she is now Matlock, I guess. They do these renewals, but they give some sort of, twist and things. So the twist is she Matlock's age or older, and she's a woman. And so I watched episode 1, but I fell asleep on it. So I guess that means it didn't catch my attention too. Kathy Bates, that's it. She's the woman from Misery. She took the legs and she was crazy and things like that. Kept her favorite author hostage and tried to make them rewrite the book the way she wanted. Yes. It's in my playlist. I haven't watched it yet. Someone else that I know watched it. They liked it. But it was only like episode 1 or 2 or something like that. So the shows that I really like, I love, like Law and Order. I like NCIS the most. And I love the Hawaii one. And as you know, they canceled the Hawaii one last spring. And I haven't found anything. I used to watch the FBI series and stuff. They also, the alphabets and things, they all kind of had the same plots, but, Tracker. Oh, I do like Tracker. Tracker is really good. The guy's cute, though. It makes it easy to watch when the gentleman is cute. If you guys know who Jensen Ackles is, he played one of the Satan brothers or something on Fox for like 16 years. He is Tracker's brother. And I was under the impression, they had a slight storyline. I was under the impression that they were going to maybe, fill that storyline out a little bit more. So, you do have some good looking eye candy if you're into Tracker that's coming. We'll see, but it is a good show. It's a good looking guy. I like that he lives in an RV, travels around. He's in a Airstream travel trailer, and he travels around, to solve these cases. High Surf Rescue. So I did hear that we got something going back to Hawaii or something like that is in Hawaii and it's pretty good. I did hear that. So supposedly, and this is what made me upset. NCIS Hawaii was my favorite show, period. Um, and I just loved the show. And it wasn't canceled due to ratings. What I'm hearing or what I read on several different news outlets is that it was a budgeting thing for Hawaii. So, do we put all our funds over here? They didn't have top ratings. There was other shows that had higher ratings, but they weren't low enough to where they needed to consider canceling. But budgetary reasons is why they were able to go ahead. I love all the NCISs too. Now they are trying to give us a little something back by doing the NCIS origins, but I think they've already filled those character, lines out over the years that the show was already on. So do we really need to go back 30 years to see how a young version of such and such, came to be and things? So I don't know. I haven't started on the origins lines because I don't know if it was necessary. Plus, we seeing crimes from 90s, late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And they're antiquated and things like that. We should have evolved enough to where because we're gonna each episode we're gonna be like, oh, nowadays they would just do this, or oh yeah, that would have worked probably back then, but nowadays they would just do that. So it's like that's what every episode for me would appear to be. I don't know. Yes, too expensive to film there. Yep, that's what I read. I read that on CNN and some other news outlet that it wasn't the ratings, it was due to the budgetary and filming constraints. And I'm like, that really sucks because they would show the lay of the land, gorgeous scenery and things like that, but obviously they had to have their whole crew over there and they had to have sets and things that were built out. And it wasn't just like a one time shooting. It was an every week episode event. So I get that. Island life is very expensive. I lived on an island for 3 years, not cheap. Wow. Yep, hence why I lost my favorite show, and it had been on for 3 years. They thought it was a good candidate for going. They have the levels of how good the show is. If you go 5 years, if you go 8 years, which is standard, that talks about how great your show really is. And then getting to that 10-year mark, that is really pivotal in the TV industry. Origins is Gibbs' backstory. There we go. So Gibbs' backstory. Um, I don't know if I necessarily want to, kind of take on. So we'll see. I'm just looking for something to enhance crafting. Like you guys said, you watch a lot of YouTube. That's what I've been doing. It's watching YouTube. And I do that, limited amount of time during the day. I do have family here right now. And so because family is here for the festivities and Christmas and things like that, I have been getting out the house a lot more. Um, it is kind of warm. Well, it's cold to me, but it's just kind of warm in the house and stuff. It's not cold enough yet to like turn on heat or anything. And I don't have the air on because it is 68 degrees out. So I wouldn't have the air on. But what that does is it causes the house to get really hot. So I'm hot, and we'll have to pop open windows to kind of cool the house down. How did graduation go on Wednesday? I did talk about that briefly. It was packed, jam packed, Amy. There were a lot of people that were at the graduation. Every seat in the stadium, we were at Thomas and Mack Stadium, every seat was filled. And they divided the colleges out. So they did like, I think there were 7 or 8 colleges that graduated in the morning, and the remainder of the student graduates graduated in the afternoon. So it was a lot of bands, a lot of beautiful songs, some great speeches. We had speeches from the actual president of UNLV, the alumni association, the president and head of the alumni association. He came and he spoke. Oh, he was gorgeous. I mean, a good looking man. And then, obviously we had the student that was selected to give like the prosperous speech and things. Still here and no shopping yet. Well, I'm sure he gonna take you. He just wanted you off so that you could start preparing. And if you guys leave at 10, that means if you'd have stayed online until 10, you wouldn't get out there until 10:30 or quarter to 11. So he's just speeding it up. But thank you for still hanging out. Love you. um, so we got to do that. We ate. We had lunch and dinner as a family. And my daughter's first job interview was right after her graduation as well. So we still waiting to hear an official you got it, but she got a call yesterday where they told her they wanted to have her go over and get her fingerprints on card and on record so that they would have her fingerprints. So I'm guessing, I'm hoping. I don't want to put too much, out into the atmosphere, but I believe that they are probably going to extend an offer, get her on contract. I don't think that she thought she would be, getting a permanent position so soon because she had been looking into subbing, for the first 6 months until August. So hopefully, mama's proud and mama would like it to be a permanent position. It's a junior high position, which is what she wanted. And yeah, let's get her out there in the real world right away. She's gonna go from baby, daughter to roommate. Yay! That's the goal. uh, so Kathleen says Criminal Minds is her favorite. Shamar is so dreamy. Do you watch him on what is the name of that show? He does another show, and that show got taken off the air and then brought back on, and it had two more seasons. It is now in its third season since they canceled and brought it back on. I think that SWAT, that's it right there. Do you watch him in SWAT? Congrats to your daughter for graduating. Congrats to you, Tia, for supporting and preparing her for that day. That is right. Someone said to me, I know that you feel like, that is an accomplishment. I'm not trying to take away from the part where the studying and all of that, but it is definitely an accomplishment to get a child through to college, to graduation, and to see them off into their career. Obviously, it takes a lot to raise a child and things. And to do so on one solo financial budget, dad popped in and out. I don't want to make him like he didn't. They know who he is. They seen him all the time. But I'm talking about the financial aspect. Whew. They probably will hire. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I just don't want to say it. They probably will hire. They just don't have monies out for a fingerprint. That's true. So I agree that they, are shelling out cash to pay for fingerprinting and stuff if there's no intention on bringing her on board. So I just don't want to contribute to a huge disappointing letdown and things like that. But they did call her and she did go running yesterday to go get her fingerprints and things like that on file and stuff. So we're hoping that definitely means that they're going to extend the offer. And yeah, she'll be going right into her passion, junior high. And this is exciting. I used to watch SWAT. Did you watch it after they canceled, or were you one of the ones who, die hard all the way through? So I picked it up after the seasons were well underway. I heard it was going to be getting canceled, and I started watching. I wanted to celebrate their last season with them. It is a really good show, really good. And I ended up rooting for them. And what happened? They brought them back. And again, they've been back for 2 seasons. I believe this current season is the third season since they were renewed. So kudos to SWAT. That is hard to do. I'm going to tell you guys about a time in history where I felt like I led the brigade. I feel like I did this hands down all by myself. 19, I want to say 86, 87 ish, when it stopped coming on. There you go. When it stopped coming on, that's what we do. We go into, help mode. We don't help out beforehand. Um, Cagney and Lacey. You guys ever heard of that show? It was another CBS show. This was before the internet, before social media. Cagney and Lacey. They announced that they're going to be letting Cagney and Lacey go. It was my favorite show at that time. Love Christine Cagney, Mary Beth Lacey. I love them. Okay. Um, and they announced on one of the morning talk shows, I can't remember which one, that it was going to be going off and that people were outraged. I'm like, who is people? Like, who is people? But obviously, people were having conversation, maybe even at their job and things like that, and they weren't happy. And they announced, well, if you're not happy, go ahead and write in to such and such. I forget what talk show it was. It was like a Good Morning America or something like that. And they said, write in. And so I did. And apparently a million other people. And I wrote a few times. There, yep, Time Daily. And uh, I'm watching the show. I don't know. Probably about 3 months have passed. And they come back on and make the announcement that due to the huge influx of people who had wrote in, that they were going to renew and bring the show back on. And when they did that, that show went off. I mean, they were like, you know what? We about to throw them they wanted us. They gonna get us. We about to just go buck wild. We gonna give them every storyline, every plot. These women are going to be female heroes. And they were. And when they came back, the show got better and better. I mean, I loved the show before, but oh my goodness. And these were some tough women, boy. They come up in there. They were police detectives and they were partners. And they went through life, they raised their kids. Well, Mary Beth, she raised her kids on the show because she was married to Harvey. But the point I'm getting at is they came back because people wrote in. They told those networks, y'all brought them to us. We loved them. Let's keep them. And they did. So, you can impact, like I said, when that happened with SWAT, I was shocked. I'm pretty sure it's happened over the years with a few other shows, but those are the ones that I know about. And so SWAT has come back and they are improved as well. And I really feel like when he got that one extra season, I feel like they were okay. They were in a good space. Like, okay, we get a little bit of time to close this out the way we want. And next thing you know, it's a success and they coming back again. Any shows out there that you guys can think of that are no longer here, but you would love to see brought back? I think that is something, worth, revisiting, especially as we become, we're getting a lot of remakes and things like that of old classic tales and classic TV. I hear that Interview with the Vampire, is that accurate? Interview with the Vampire is back. And so I believe my daughter was saying her and some friends were going to watch it. And I said, the one with Brad Pitt was in the first one, right? I'm like, the one with Brad Pitt? And they were like, what? He's not in this show. Oh, man, this is. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm confused because I'm pretty sure that's a remake. So help me out there. Has anybody heard of a new rendition, Interview with a Vampire? I think I'm right on that, but we will see. We will see. Other than that, I'm trying to look it up and see. Let me see. Yes, there is an Interview with the Vampire, current season. And yes, there was an Interview with the Vampire from 1994 with Brad Pitt. Oh, and Tom Cruise. I didn't realize Tom Cruise was Lestat. They made a series out, so it's a series. Okay. So there we go. In this world, in this day and age, we still have everyone that can look forward to different remakes and things. And it looks like this remake is, like I said before, when they pop out a character, and obviously you wonder, oh, they popping out a character. This Luis, he looks like a person of color. I can't make out what is that a mixture? Is he, you know? So we'll see, how that starts to fare out, and how the fans, how they start to feel about that show. Meanwhile, because we talked about a lot of TV watching and things like that, are you guys diamond painting when you watch these series? Or are you crocheting? Are you like, what craft are you working on when you're doing most of that TV watching? That's obviously, something I'll probably be looking forward to in the next, coming weeks and things like that. How I craft, where I craft, and what I'm able to do in that space when I'm crafting. So am I able to watch TV? Is this something that's comfortable for only my apps like Prime Video or Netflix and things like that? And then do I need to rearrange this space to accommodate diamond painting and things? So those will be some of the things that I will be kind of focusing on. Diamond painting for sure, which is great. That's definitely great. And that's what, I think. And Tammy says she's diamond painting. There we go. That's neat. Like I said, when I diamond painted at my other place, it was the just the area in and of itself. It was perfect. I didn't have like I have a window straight ahead behind this monitor and camera. So there's a monitor and camera setup, and just behind that is a window. And I don't have a lot of room to put like a canvas over my desk. And then the other thing that I think in this area is, projects and stuff. What am I able to leave in place and stuff? My old location, I was able to leave projects. So I had my diamond painting section, and then I could turn, and that would be my clay section. And I tried to simulate that here, but I'm just not able to the way that I had it set up before. And so every project that I'm working on has to be put away unless I'm coming back directly to it. What does your setups look like? Do you have it where your project is able to be left alone and you could just come? Because I find that, the constantly putting it away and bringing it back out, that takes the fun out of and the anticipation out of the diamond painting, So, oh, I can't wait to get back. All you got to do is grab your, pen and you're there and you're done. Or you have to unroll and reset back up, put everything in its spot, so that you can begin, diamond painting. So, I think that plays a large part when it comes to, being comfortable and ready to sit and give hours to the craft as well. Cross stitch is right now probably the most feasible. It has the smallest footprint. So I can grab my cross stitch bag. Everything is already in there. I have my blunt tip needles. I already have my floss, broken out for the pattern. And all I need is my iPad. You guys see right here. If I want to, if I've already gotten my project loaded in, it leaves off on the last project that I was on. And, again, it has the smallest footprint. So I don't need the desk and things like that. And so that's why it's easy to be like a go-to craft also. Um, Mary says, I have taken over my dining table. I leave it. See, she's able to leave her project. We eat in the living room anyway. That's a good point. That is, traditionally now how we eat as well. We eat in the living room, no matter the occasion, holidays and stuff. We just have better, plates and utensils for the holidays. Gail says, I leave mine out on the table in my living room. Okay. And Robin says, I think that would make me not want to diamond paint as well. Mine is left out, but I also do not have any other crafts that I work on. Exactly. Um, two locations, two complete setups. I just moved from my craft room to the living room. No movement necessary except my butt. Okay. So for me, I got to move everything. I have to take everything out. Like right now, because I'm doing clay, I have, all of my resin pieces and things like that. And that's what's on my desk right now, my alcohol, my resin, you know, all of those products and stuff. And all of this has to be moved, completely emptied out, um, in order for me to diamond paint. Because up under here, under I do have like a little silicone to where if this stuff falls, it falls onto the silicone, I wash it off. But my light pad, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my light pad for diamond painting is right here also. So you know if I want to diamond paint and I want to see symbols and things, it has to be here. And it's not, again, my setup is not so that I don't have to move anything. So that's the unfortunate part. I tried to make this, but this is a little stand. I tried to make it like my craft, but I'm not able to roll my clay and things like that. So I only have this area. And then because of all of the chemicals and things like that, I don't bring my cross stitch over here. I don't, want to get anything on my cross stitch. So I know I have to leave this area if I want to cross stitch. So, I feel like that, can and play a part in, how we craft and how, we look at completions. Tammy says, I've taken over my formal dining room table. It's against the wall. I have all my diamond painting organizer, drawers, etc. there. So we have no company for dinners because I leave mine out. There we go. So I think, that is a huge part of how people, are able to craft. I have a spare room and things like that. Now, if I had already fully made, because I'm in the process of making the conversion, but I've been in the process for over a year of trying to make this a converted crafting room. Um, but had I have converted it fully, with family here and the room being in total use right now, I wouldn't have crafting time, or I wouldn't have, so those are things I think that need to, go into consideration. I love the dining room idea. I love the, idea of doing it in the living room when you're, able to watch TV. I can see why, Tia, that would not work for me either. Yeah, so I loved my setup at my last place. I really do. And while, this is okay, it's just not conducive to being able to leave stuff here, leave it and go back, And I really do miss having that. So with that said, I've been here for over a year. And at the last place, I think what my holdup was for that, 10, 11 months, where we knew we had to move and we were packing. And so I feel like mentally that took me out of, wanting to take new stuff out and start on anything different. And then you know how when you reach that halfway point, if you're not feeling the canvas, it's easy to abandon and kind of go to something else. So I think that that was the case for those 10 months. We were packing, we were moving and things. And now, we move into a new place. And again, things have changed. So not that I'm making an excuse, because again, for me, where I'm at mentally, I'm just sometimes just not there where it's important to have a complete. But it would help if I could leave my project and just, come, because I am here in my station, multiple times per week. I am here. And so those would be ideal moments where I probably would have been able to get it complete if I still had that project sitting up and things. For the most part, this is clay season because it's cooler. And so once it gets hot, no matter what, how the temperature is here in the house, with my body temperature, it's still too hot in certain months for me to play with clay. So we'll see where that takes me going forward. But other than that, coming up 2025. You guys know we're going to kick it off. Hashtag blinging in the new year. That is a series that I have been invited to every year with Honey Bunny. That is DP Addiction Adventures. We also team up with Tima. She is the store DP with Sparklers. You guys know she is a constant sponsor of any event that I am, associated with because she is my goddess. So she is one of my dear friends, and I just love her to death. Moving over from there, February. You guys know it is one of the most fun times of the year. We really connect with the thought of love and what love means to you. And that is our hashtag heart love is in the air series. Now, love is in the air is, definitely just a time where you guys are able to work on something that you definitely love. And we try and, leave it. Obviously, we select canvases for, other events and things. So we all want to try and work on a canvas and support one of our diamond painting companies or, cross stitch companies if you're doing a cross stitch. But ultimately, we don't have a lot of restrictions on the canvas because we want it to be about something that means something to you and that you love. I usually take March off. This one will be no different. But we coming back with uh, hashtag Splish Splash Spring Bash. And that is just a fun time of the year. We're welcoming in spring. We're trying to get out and enjoy some of the newfound warmer weather. And, we're taking you along in that series with us. Obviously, that fun times there, and then coming into June. June is going to be the Great Lakes Retreat. It is in Archbold, Ohio. However, prior to the retreat, I usually get together with the sisters. This year will be no different. And Lizzie and Clem will be crossing the border and they'll be coming along and joining me prior to the retreat. So there should be some fun that we can all look forward to. Look at Rhonda. Good morning. Thank you for coming out. Lizzie had to go. They're actually going to have their Christmas tomorrow. So she left to get a jump start on grocery shopping and cooking. Other than that, I just wanted to kind of thank you guys. If you guys are going to be around, there's going to be some premieres. Lizzie was right. I got moved up and I had to record some of my premiere because obviously I thought I was closing it down. So she had a big head and she was like, oh, because I'm closing out. And I had this wonderful little speech and things. But obviously, if somebody was watching that would deter them from watching the following. There's a couple that had to go after me. And so we wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want anybody to deter people from, being available to watch if I came after them. So I did have to update that. And with that means that I had to re-upload. And y'all see my internet is not the most, reliable. So, but I am in the Christmas premieres. If you guys didn't see my name come up in a link or anything yet, I am in there. You will see me. I'm just waiting on my link to finish uploading so I can ensure that I have the right thumbnail so we all look uniform. And then you'll probably see my premiere time. Okay. But that's all that I want. I want to also thank you guys. Yes, I will be live again before the end of the year. But definitely wanted to still make it a point to thank you guys for supporting me this year and for being there, looking out for me. I've gotten so many of you who reach out to me directly and check on me. My 6 months of dating, you guys were there and you guys, gave me great tips and great insight and information. Um, there's only one holdout. He is still in the picture. But what you did is at least open my eyes to the possibility of dating, and let me know, that there are some good guys out here. I'm probably a little too finicky right now in in what I'm looking for. But I did have some awesome fun. And there was a lot more horrible dates. But there were some great dates, and that gave me the hope that, maybe one day. And so I will, continue to keep you guys posted. Who knows what February will, bring, but those are some of the things I'm looking forward to. So make sure you guys stay tuned, continue to come back out. Please keep supporting me. I definitely appreciate that. And you guys all have a great rest of your day. Have a happy holiday, a merry Christmas. If you nearby or you gonna be here, these shoulders, definitely accept invitations because I don't think I'm cooking. I think I'm gonna cater again. So I accept invitations. I'll come for dinner. I'll be the plus one. If you need to go to dinner, fly me in. If your brother need a date somewhere, I'm your girl. I don't have a problem. I will go and I will make Christmas the best holiday that your family and your brother probably has had, in the past. I can't control what happened in the future, but it will be the most fun, and you will definitely, it'll be the most memorable. So again, fly me in. I'll be the plus one. Yep. Uh, oh, thank you very much. Gail says, thank you, Tia, for all the times you've asked to see if I was doing it. Oh, you're so very welcome. Definitely keep the love going. I love you all. And stay tuned. I probably will be on. I won't be on because of the premieres, but I'll probably be on next weekend because I know that, the following show will be in January. So thank you all. Have a good rest of your day. Okay. Bye.